What is up, YouTube? Well, as y'all can see, I am back in the kitchen, which is where most YouTube experts do their best work. I know it's become popular to put the green screen in the back and have some sort of whiz bang shit going on, but dude, those cats are down in their basement, man. Don't be fooled. They're not on the magical world of Disney. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot going on. I would apologize to anybody who's been looking forward to my videos and stuff. I didn't mean to leave you hanging. Just been busy. We had the close of whitetail season down here, and I'm pretty sure for most of the other zones and everything ended on January 20th. And I ended this hunting season a utter failure. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we got these grocery stores, isn't it? Because my poor family would be going hungry. We'd be all collecting berries out in the woods. Yeah, but it's a good time, and it's great adventure. If you're so inclined and you've never done it, I'd really encourage you to take up hunting, especially if you're of a survivalist mentality and you believe that, well, when it gets really rough, I can just take to the woods and start securing game. If you've never done so, I highly recommend you begin now while you have the chance to learn in a less austere environment, because the curve is steep and it is much, much more difficult than you could possibly imagine if you've never done it before. For example, a white-tailed deer has a range of several miles that they could be within. That is their territory. Now, the odds of you being able to cover all of that territory or to be in just the right spot within that territory is something that you need to work out before you have to, before you're really relying on it. Because it's going to be a downward slope as you're cooking them calories, you know? But great adventure, good friends, and it's a really good time when you're with a group and you have those campfires and stuff like that. So we had that going on. It's been having a real good time with the friends and family in the real world, because I don't know, you never end up having as much time as you think you're gonna have. So treat each day as precious as it truly is. Um, Things happen so fast. And I'm not talking about laws and that sort of shit. You know, I'm talking about just physical calamities. You know, your life goes along and then everything changes in an instant. Keep that in mind, and that's how you minimize those regrets, because that ain't no fun way to live. But I digress from that, and yeah, another thing I want to talk about in this video has to do with the YouTube videos that I've been seeing lately, and I think it just has to do with the people that are putting up videos right now. They have a format that's very how do we say? It's very production oriented. They're much more like a television show than a YouTube vlog. So I'm watching these videos and I feel like I'm being talked at instead of talking to. So going back to the original purpose for me getting on YouTube was to make the videos that I wanted to see. So I wanted to see a video where somebody was talking to people, and that's what you're getting right here. Now, what I am curious about, with regards to the subject on the floor, and I'm a little reluctant to talk about it, and that's the whole Second Amendment and gun control thing. I've seen some good stuff. And I've seen some heartbreaking things. Robbie 574 selling his AR. When I watch that video, I'll put a link down below. I don't know, man. It pulled on my heart, and it sounds weird, doesn't it? It's like somebody losing a puppy. It really put things into perspective to me, based on my own personal abilities and what I am capable of, and what my role is as a result of those capabilities. And I'm not talking about anything serious. And I'm not saying this to inflate myself, but my capabilities expand beyond the physical. I don't know. Hopefully you understand my point. But we're living in interesting times, and the times, I think, have always been interesting, going all the way back to the 1930s with the 1934 Firearms Act. I would like to point out, as some of us begin to rest on our laurels on that, the Franklin Democrats were a very progressive Democrat group. And if you don't understand what a progressive is, I know everybody likes to sort of pigeonhole them as liberals, but they're very different. Progressives are a very different group of individuals. They are willing to say, okay, well, we're evolving, we need to change these policies and things like that. And you saw Franklin Roosevelt, do that with results or as it pertains to the economy, and after the bond market crashes and stuff like that. And then of that same time, you have this very progressive group of representatives that put all these different things in act, such as price fixing, Social Security, things like that. And a very similar government was also in power during the turn of the century in 1913 when we established the Federal Reserve. These people have a very different perspective on governance and the role of government as it relates to other people's lives than what I have. I really am I'm very much an individualist, and I don't know. My point is, be very cautious and make sure that your voice is known. Do make sure you contact your representative at least. It's very easy to find them, and if you're having trouble with it, please PM me, and I'll help do my best to guide you in the right direction. I have contacted mine, and I went from all the way from my state representative all the way through senator, and you go all the way up and go ahead and send a letter to the president as well, just stating your points of view. And it doesn't only have to be about guns here, because as I'm sure you've noticed, this has been like the third thing that's a very different perspective than what a lot of us hold dear, from the healthcare and things like that. I don't know, man. Stuff that I'm seeing on the Facebook from my friends that are more, forgive the term, but left-wing oriented. Man, they're part of these coalitions, and they'll just go along with whatever they're spoon-fed. And it's like they miss the point. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are things that need to change, such as, whatever, gay rights, things like that, healthcare. But this Democrat coalition, it's ridiculous. It's almost as ridiculous as the Republican coalition, which is plenty ridiculous. I don't know. Sorry about that ramble. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and drop this off at 9 minutes so I can get it uploaded. Again, please feel free to, drop me a line, put it down in the comments, video response, whatever y'all want to do. I'll get a couple other videos up this weekend. I got some things I want to share, and actually a very cool thing I want to share, and hopefully I'll actually do it instead of falling victim to the old YouTube curse of saying you're going to do something. You know what that curse is, right? You say you're going to do something and you don't ever do it. All right. Well, until then, y'all take care, and I hope you're doing well. We'll see you soon.